49ers Cal High Sports is presented by U.S. Bank. Life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank member, FDIC.
Next on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank, the league races are heating up and we have the big game highlights. We'll see De La Salle take on San Ramon Valley, Bishop O'Dowd meets Berkeley, and Serra battles Riordan.
Girls hoops include San Ramon Valley and Carondelet, soccer with Willow, Glen, and Lincoln. We continue the season with Oakland Tech girls basketball and share the story of the Cal High basketball player battling diabetes. It's all next on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I am Aubrey Tolliver. We start tonight in the Diablo League, where Campolindo and Ignacio Valley come into this week tied for first with 9-1 league records. Campo is led by outstanding senior guard Dylan Mansauer and his 14 points a game.
The Wolves are led by Antonio Kellogg Jr., the son of the former McClymonds star. The sharpshooting junior averages 19 points a game. First place on the line at Ignacio Valley this week. Senior night as Murillo Herrera is introduced with the Ignacio Valley seniors. The Wolves on top early, toss it down low to 6'10" Evan McKnight, and Evan was about to have a big night. Here's McKnight again, this time padding his stats with a rebound and another big-time rip. More Wolves as Antonio Kellogg Jr. passes to Todd Tatum for a long three, but Campo will hang tight all night long. Here's Dylan Mansour, a terrific senior guard for the Cougars. Dylan's three cuts the Wolves' lead to 4 late in the second. Gavin Rendell is a sharp shooter for the Cougars. A little kiss off the glass for Rendell, but the Wolves take a lead into the half. Here's McKnight again, and the senior just dominating the paint. But the Cougars cut the lead just before the half. Rendell, another of his 4 3-pointers in the game, still a 41-32 Ignacio lead. Third quarter, and here's Kellogg for 3. It's a 10-point Wolves lead. Later in the third, drop it off to Tatum for a long 3. 50-40 Ignacio Valley, but Campo battles back to get as close as 2 points. Mansour driving and scoring, plus the foul. He's strong. Once again inside to McKnight, and he was raising the roof. Big play here. The Wolves up by 3 late. Kellogg drives and scores, gets the foul. A technical foul also called. It's a 5-point play as Ignacio Valley takes over sole possession of first place in the Diablo League.
Jake Vanderbrook in Half Moon Bay as the Cougars battle Carmont in a huge Peninsula Bay Division showdown. The Scots are rolling early. Here's Franklin Glow driving in to get the layup to fall. Then it's Jeremiah Phillips knifing his way to the cup, goes with the left hand and scores for 2 of his 9 points. On the other end, Gio Gardano Martin finds a lane and scores with this layup. 13-6 Scots after 1. But the Cougars come out firing in the second quarter. Gavin Glen pulling up from the top of the key, and the senior drains it from deep. Moments later, it's Glen, the Dom Fanzi for 3. You betcha, 21-18 Cougars at the half. We had a little half-court shot contest at halftime, and Jacob Hearn uses the glass to get this half-court shot to fall. Well done. To the third quarter now. Another great dime by Glen to Asher Meehan, who buries the triple. The junior scored all 10 points in the second half. Tyler Southworth finished with 11 points for the Scots. Here in transition, receives a pass in the paint. Bucket plus the foul. 34-30 Cougars after 3. Fourth quarter, Carmont continues to fight. Here's Camden No for 3. Yes! 34-33 Cougars. But Half Moon Bay pulls away late in this one. Have yourself a game. Gio Gardano Martin, the sophomore, had the sweet stroke going from deep, including this bucket. 15 points for Gio as Half Moon Bay remains unbeaten in the Peninsula Bay Division, beating Carmont 52-41.
Adrian Soriano here in Oakland as Bishop O'Dowd takes on Piedmont. The Dragons on the attack early. Savannah Jones dishes to Devin Cosgrave, and Devin lays it up and in. The Highlanders keeping it close though. Natalia Martinez fires and hits from 3-point land. Bishop O'Dowd answers back. Simdi Chukwu to Madison Gordon to Naya Greenwood, and Naya lays it in. 19-13 Dragons after 1. Second quarter now, and Martinez finds a wide open Lindsay Wergler, and Lindsay shoots and scores from downtown, but the Dragons continue to attack the paint. Jones drives and finishes the lay-in. Then it's Naya Greenwood with the spin move and the finish. 38-28 Dragons at the half. Piedmont looking to rally back in the second. Martinez going to the hoop for 2. But Bishop O'Dowd had answers for every Piedmont haymaker. Mayella Chapman over to Ella Bibbins for 3. Now it's Savannah Jones with the steal, and the bucket as Bishop O'Dowd wins it 69-50 to go to 4-1 in the West Alameda County Foothill League and move into a first-place tie with Piedmont.
After the senior night ceremony, the Monte Vista soccer team is ready to go as they host San Ramon Valley. Nico introduced on the call. An early opportunity for the Mustangs, but SRV keeper Caitlin Bray makes the diving stop. Skip ahead to the final minutes of the half. Ella Bradley finds Josie Lango, who takes the shot from far out. Allison Graff gets a hand on it and is able to secure it to keep it scoreless at half. Monte Vista with another great look. Some great ball movement to get a good shot on goal, but the freshman goalie, Emma Hensey, getting a hand on it. Final 10 minutes of the game, a great look for Ashley Dodson. The shot is on goal, but right there to make the stop is Amanda Kari, as this one ends with no score. Both teams with two separate goalkeepers who showed up and showed out.
The Reiches Center brings us the Gary Reiches Players of the Week every week, the award based on performances in last week's games.
The announcement performed in a rap by our good friends at the Reiches Center. Here are this week's Gary Reiches Players of the Week.
Hey. It's a battlefield where the battle feels like the various scariest games and bearing to carry the flames in. Smokes in the airs, our Darius Grayson. Hey, making to make rearrangements. Two teams from the same scene, one may need to relocate them. Oaktown, showdown, Oakland Tech had to dance with the defending champs, and Ohio had to slow a step. No stop to this bold dog like a couple muzzles. 22 and 10, that's a double-double. Animal stop for Grayson Settle. Still, instilled in the villainous feeling that no one can kill him, but only fulfill him. It's Andrew Hillman, that's still him. On the greater crusade, who's the crusader? Who's improved to prove the Catholic lead ain't matching these new neighbors. Andrew to Andrew, a brand new 22 points and 9 boards on your head. It's like it's shampoo. Yeah, 49ers, Cal High, Gary Reiches, Players of the Week, Trinity Beats, and this is Mace. Yay!
D-Line Constructors is a Bay Area leader in demolition, grading, paving, and site utilities. D-Line Constructors dig in with a passion and bring us the D-Line Defensive Play of the Week.
This week's D-Line Constructors defensive play goes to Dulcie Vale from Acalanes. Dulcie ripping the ball away and then going down the court and scoring for the Dons. Dulcie Vale with this week's D-Line Constructors defensive play of the week.
The Golden State Warriors present the Basketball Coach of the Week every week.
This week we honored Lincoln head coach Carl Jacobs. The Mustangs with a big City League win last week to remain all alone in first place. Carl Jacobs is this week's Golden State Warriors Coach of the Week. Coming up, it's our Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game with De La Salle and San Ramon Valley.
And girls hoops with St. Patrick, St. Vincent, and Salesian as 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank continues.
How's the chicken?
Oh, the prawns are delicious.
Oh, I have a shellfish allergy.
One prawn, very good.
Did I say chicken wrong?
Tired of people not listening to what you want?
It's truffle season.
That's okay.
Never enough truffles.
How much are they?
It's a lot.
Oh, okay. I'm good.
It's like a priceless piece of art.
Enjoy.
Or when they sell you what they want?
Yeah.
The more we understand you, the better we can help you. That's what U.S. Bank is for.
Huge relief.
Yeah.
Love is at the center of everything we do. That's why we were the first dairy in the U.S. to become American Humane Certified. Because the care that we pour into our cows produces better milk. Clover Sonoma, the only dairy with love in it.
Trevor was born a champion. He knows how to make lemonade from lemons. He also knows that comfort is all year round. So sometimes, when you can't make lemonade, you make hot chocolate. Today, Trevor is proud to be a service champion. He continues to care for clients year-round.
Be prepared for the colder months ahead. Call now for a $48 furnace safety inspection.
High five service, champion attitude. Call 800-5-CHAMPS.
Look at that. Did you miss it? There it is again. In the paint, from the logo, at the buzzer. Look at that drip, that form, Those moves. Look at them. Look at this town. Look at us.
49ers Cal High Sports is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Service Champions, High Five Service, Champion Attitude, Service Champions. By Chick-fil-A, Eat More Chicken. By Mattress Firm, the official sleep partner of the San Francisco 49ers. By Mary West Credit Union, working for you today, tomorrow, together. And by Stevens Creek Chevrolet, find new roads.
The De La Salle Spartans lead the East Bay League with a perfect 7-0 record coming into league play this week.
Two teams are just one game back, including San Ramon Valley. The Wolves looking to grab a share of the league lead as they battle the Spartans in our Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game, which means each team gets free chicken sandwiches after the game. Our Jake Vanderbrook was there.
We got a packed house for you in Danville as San Ramon Valley takes on De La Salle. The Big Bend Wolves are led by Luke Isaac, who continues to shoot the ball at a high level. He's averaging 17 points in his last 2 games. And for the Spartans, watch out for Arshawn Selke and Leo Ricketts. When you give these gentlemen a little breathing room, they will make you pay with their sharp shooting. It's De La Salle and San Ramon Valley in our Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game. The SRV student section is all fired up for this one. Here's Matthew Diekman driving in, and he's going to get the bucket to fall. Nicely done. On the other end, Braddock Schelsvig with this gorgeous dime to Alec Blair, who throws it down plus the foul. Woo! Then Blair finds Arshawn Selke in the corner, and he's going to make it splash from deep. 23-11 Spartans after 1. More Spartans and more Selke in the second. How about a triple from the wing? Yes! 11 points for Selke. 35-28 De La Salle at the half. But the Wolves howl back in the third. Mason Thomas always giving the Wolves great minutes. Here the junior buries the mid-range jumper. Then moments later, Luke Isaac knifing his way to the cup, throws it up and gets it to fall. 39-38 SRV. Late in the third, Spartans turning defense to points. Selke with the steal, finds Blair in stride, and how about this dunk? 24 points for Blair, but the Wolves are up by 2 after 3 quarters. Fourth quarter, David Balogun receives a pass in the low post, and David finishes with the left hand. 9 points off the bench for David. Back and forth we go. Luke Isaac is going to do some damage from beyond the arc. Yes, sir! 21 points for the junior. Mason Thomas was the second leading scorer for the Wolves. Mason chipped away with 15 points, including this lay-in for 2 points. 53-52 Wolves. We're trading buckets and we're trading leads. Blair with the fadeaway jumper. Nothing but net. Huge shot there. De La Salle up by 1 with over a minute left. Final seconds of the game. SRV down by 2. Going for the win. No! De La Salle wins it in a thriller. 60-58 was the final.
We really wanted to get this done. We knew it'd be tough on the road, hostile environment, but our team is super tight and we were ready for the fight.
In Danville with the Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game, I'm Jake Vanderbrook, 49ers Cal High Sports.
Over to Richmond as Salesian gets hyped up to host St. Patrick St. Vincent. Early in the first, Kamari Johnson to the rim. That's good. Salesian up 4-0. St. Patrick St. Vincent not wasting any time. Marissa Elizalde pulls up from a deep field goal. Cash it. Now the senior point guard Madeline Kanazawa driving to the rim. She gets that to go and she's fired up as she draws the foul. 15-12 Salesian after 1. Great defense from the Pride, force a turnover, and it's Maddie Kay grabbing the loose ball, fighting through some contact as the buzzer sounds, and Salesian leads 29-24 at the break. SPSV staying in it. Alani Prater to Cameron Santos. Santos 3-ball from the wing is good. It's a 6-point game. But from there, the Pride would go off. Fate of the universe on the line. You know who I trust with the ball. It's Kanazawa as she is fired up after the layup drops. Then Janai Sawyer to Kanazawa to Ayla Reggie in the corner. Bang! Salesian knocks off St. Patrick St. Vincent to secure at least a share of the Tri-County Rock Division regular season title.
Service Champions Heating and Air Conditioning helps us honor students who perform well on the field while doing great work around campus.
This week's Service Champion Student Spotlight is Jack Kennedy from Sacred Heart Cathedral. Jack is involved in numerous clubs, including Senior Council, the Innovation and Inquiry Scholar Program, and the Irish Ambassador Leadership Team, where he leads tours for parents and prospective students. Jack Kennedy is this week's Service Champions Student Spotlight.
He was also a pretty good president back in the day. Delta Dental presents Smiles for Scholars. Each week we honor a team where every athlete is doing well in the classroom.
This week we honor the girls basketball team from Valley Christian High School, the team with an overall 4.3 GPA. How is that even possible?
The San Jose Earthquakes present the Soccer Players of the Week. This week's Earthquakes Boys Player of the Week is Ronan Radigan from De La Salle. Ronan with a thrilling goal in the Spartans' win last week.
The Girls Player of the Week is Indira Naylor from Campolindo. Indira with a hat trick for the Cougars in a win last week. Coming up, the big game in the Santa Teresa West Division as Willow Glen takes on Westmont.
But first, here is our U.S. Bank Top 10 Girls Basketball poll.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A.
A is for above and beyond.
An extra level of care.
A game.
From caring for our guests and our community to cleanliness and safe service with a My Pleasure. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
A little funky dance.
And that too.
Love is at the center of everything we do. That's why we were the first dairy in the U.S. to become American Humane Certified. Because the care that we pour into our cows produces better milk. Clover Sonoma, the only dairy with love in it.
From the beginning, Moreau West Credit Union was created to provide a brighter financial future for you. We work hard for our members because they're our greatest strength.
Moreau West worked for me when I needed an auto loan for my first car.
When I need to make a mobile payment, Moreau West works for me.
Moreau West works for me wherever adventure takes us.
Moreau West Credit Union. Let us work for you. Today, tomorrow, together.
Jerry Rice, touchdown 49ers.
In my pursuit to greatness, I discovered the secret. Dedication to my team and my relentless drive to win. I chose to be in the presence of greatness. Bernardi Zarata, the official injury attorneys of the San Francisco 49ers, share the same dedication, the same drive, the same spirit of champion. When justice is your goal, choose the dedicated team of Bernardi Zarata, your faithful injury attorneys.
Be prepared for the cold weather ahead. Service Champions is offering a special $48 furnace safety inspection.
High five service, champion attitude. Call 800-5-CHAMPS.
We are the De La Salle Spartans, and you're watching on.
It's senior night at Westmont High School as Tanner Chen is introduced with his family. Willow Glen off to a fast start. Ryder Ingram gets off a quick three and nails it. The Rams have an outstanding junior guard. He is Davian Kennedy, spinning, fading away, and rolling it in. But Westmont comes back. Gabe Matheson, a nice look down low to Jacob Froman, who finishes, and we're tied at 16 all. The Rams start to extend the lead. Xavier Lowe working hard down low and muscling it in, and one as the Rams take an 11-point lead, 29-18. More Rams later in the second. Ryder Ingram from way out, and the Rams lead is 15. Right before the half, the Warriors' Matthew Shoes from nearly half court, nothing but net to cut the Rams lead to 9 at the half. Second half as Westmont keeps chipping at the lead. Froman strong to the rack, and one. It's a 6-point game. But Kennedy was spectacular for the Rams, driving and rising up against two defenders. Then Kennedy from deep for three. He got it. Then again from three, and the junior does one better, nailing the bucket and drawing the foul. Westmont keeping it close. Ryan Yee for three, and it's a 2-point game. But Kennedy carried his team. Davian driving an acrobatic shot and one, as the Rams now tied with Westmont and Pioneer at the top of the Santa Teresa division with the win.
Adrian Soriano here in San Jose as Willow Glen takes on Lincoln. The Lions on the attack early. Miguel Rivera crosses it inside the box to Lex Liu, but the header is just wide left. No score at the half. Lincoln breaks through in the second half. Roberto Martinez shoots and scores for the goal. 1-0 Lions. Then just a few minutes later, Brandon Munoz draws him from long distance. Oh, an absolute stunner from the senior to give the Lions a 2-0 lead. Willow Glen gets one back late. Chris Durant taps it in for the goal, but Lincoln answers back right away as Munoz converts from the penalty spot as the Lions win it. 3-1 to go to 7-2-2 in the Mount Hamilton division. Brandon Munoz with 2 goals for the Lincoln Lions.
Each week, Chick-fil-A brings us stories of athletes who inspire us.
Jake Vanderbrook joins us now with the story of the California high school basketball player and his battle with diabetes.
Robert, Aubrey, when you see Maceo Budge take the floor, he's just like any other basketball player putting up shots. However, his battle with diabetes is a balancing act.
Seeing Maceo Budge shoot baskets seems to be like any other day for this terrific shooter. Just another game where this outstanding junior gives it his all on the hardwood.
Well, he's one that always will stay after practice, get more shots up, and just want to get better every day.
I still take advantage of a lot of opportunities. My work ethic is good, but there's always room for improvement.
But under Maceo's hip is this patch, a small part to what helps keep this young man living. At the age of 10, Maceo was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes.
We went on a family trip and he slowly started kind of losing weight. We knew something was up, so as soon as we got back, we went to the emergency room, and his last checkup, he was 99 pounds. When we got to the ER that day, he was 78.
Turns out I had diabetes. My blood sugar was around 650. That's super high.
Fast forward to the summer of 2023, Maceo faced another battle with his blood sugar, preventing Maceo from taking the court.
We went to a tournament in Oregon last summer, and he kind of had like a diabetic blackout. Like he overinsulated. We got back to the hotel and he just kind of like spaced out.
The blood sugar is probably the most important thing. It needs to be at a certain level, not too high, but not low.
As Maceo is going through his routine, he's always making sure he's on the right track by eating the right foods and hydrating. Maceo says balancing his blood sugar while playing sports is tough, but he continues to tackle those challenges day in and day out.
I feel like God gives his battles to the people who can handle it, and I feel like I can handle it. Dealing with it is sometimes tough.
Maceo continues to play the game he loves most, and is doing it while bonding with his teammates and his father, Mike.
Every game, almost every practice, every training, he's always there giving me feedback, whether it be bad or good, he's always there. And it's always fun to have a wingman while you're doing the work.
If there's anything we learned from Maceo's story, it's to not give up and to keep striving when being tested.
The only thing that can stop you is you. So I would just say keep going and have faith.
Maceo's story, can touch a lot of people, and whether it's diabetes or something else that kind of prohibits, or you think prohibits you from, playing a sport, that hopefully it reaches somebody out there that, hey, I can do this too.
At the end of the day, life throws challenges, and Maceo Budge will never budge in the face of adversity.
Maceo will be back with the Grizzlies next year. He's only a junior, and he's balancing his blood sugar like a champion. You gotta have the right foods, check your blood sugar, checking the glucose levels, lots of stuff to look at when dealing with diabetes.
Yeah, but we have the technology now, makes it a little bit easier, and you can work it out. All right, Moreau West Credit Union brings us the Moreau West Merit Award honoring Bay Area teachers.
Here's Ahmed Goulet from Oakland Tech talking about his favorite teacher, Coach Kariga Hart.
My favorite teacher is, Coach, actually Mr. Hart. I'm IWEing in his history class. It's hard work. I thought I was going to just get to, relax, but he makes me work hard just like he does on the court. So yeah, he's my favorite teacher and coach.
Coming up, Mission Valley League action with Moreau, Catholic, and Washington.
And later, we continue our series this season with Oakland Tech girls basketball. Tonight, we meet the two youngsters. 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank. We'll be right back.
Be prepared for the cold weather ahead. Service Champions is offering a special $48 furnace safety inspection.
High five service, champion attitude. Call 800-5-CHAMPS.
When you sleep on the right mattress, it makes everything clear.
I know exactly where my passport is. The right mattress matters.
We'll find yours.
Outside is cold, so cozy up inside on a new mattress from Mattress Firm's President's Day sale. Don't wait. Get a king bed for a queen price. Save up to $700 on Sealy and get a free adjustable base. Mattress Firm.
1, 2, 3.
Get ready to cheer for your next new or used car at Stevens Creek Chevrolet.
Stevens Creek Chevrolet!
We're ready to make your buying experience safe and easy. Come to our dealership to see and test drive one of hundreds of great Chevrolet cars and trucks. Or you can go online to shop, order, and have your new car delivered right to your door. So get fired up for a great deal right here at
Stevens Creek Chevrolet!
I'm Nancy Lambert, the director of the Schwab Learning Center at CHC. In a world where every second counts, education doesn't have to be a struggle. At the Schwab Learning Center, our learning specialists work one-on-one with high school and college students with ADHD, dyslexia, and other learning differences. We work with you to understand your learning and attention strengths and challenges. We help you develop strategies that optimize the way you learn. Discover the power of personalized learning that empowers students to excel. Your success is our mission.
Party time!
'49ers Cal High Sports is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Lexus of Stevens Creek, taking care of our guests one at a time. By DJDG.com, where we want you to be a happy car buyer. By Schwab Learning Center, your success is our mission. By the Riker Center, got goals? And by Sharks Ice, official practice facility of the San Jose Sharks and home of the San Jose Barracuda.
The Moreau Catholic Mariners come into this week all alone in first place with 6'4" junior forward Dominic Walker playing very well for the Mariners.
The Washington Huskies are led by senior guard Ishan Brar and his 22 points a game. The Huskies looking to knock off the Mariners this week.
Tyler Flipson checking in, same time as Washington's Ishan Brar does, coming off his 1,000th career point last week. They host Moreau Monday night. Brar getting right to work, finding room at the top of the arc, and gets this one to go for 3. Moreau immediately answers. Dominic Walker wide open in the corner and knocks that one down far too easily. It's 9-7 Mariners. 1 minute later, Brar right against the boundary and says, "Why not shoot this?" "Are you kidding me, Brar?" From way downtown cuts the Husky deficit to 2. 3 minutes left in the first. It's Walker for 3. Splash! Walker and Brar turning this thing into a 3-point contest. It's 15-13 Moreau. Late second quarter now. Here's the other Ishan Johnson with the hard-earned 2. Moreau up 45-35 into the half. No quitting the Huskies in the second half. Drew Anaya showing off the athleticism with this incredible lay-in. But it was the Moreau show from there on out. Spencer Schonard off the steal, racing down the court and drops it in and one. It's 58-43 Mariners. Just when you thought Walker was done, you're stepping to the rack and one, count it. Moreau leads by 18, end of 3. Mariners decide to put a cherry on top of this one. Cole Loud with the monster poster dunk, and his bench is loving it. That will seal the deal for Moreau, staying perfect in league at 10-0. The big 30-point game from Walker. He's our Mattress Firm peak performer. The right mattress matters to reach your peak performance. Visit a Mattress Firm store today.
Final week of the regular season in the Sharks Ice Hockey League as Los Gatos battle St. Francis and the Wildcats claw first. Jack Donovan feeds it to Timothy Lenz, who shoots and scores. He'll take it. He scored all 3 goals for Los Gatos. Here comes St. Francis with the extra man advantage, and Bridger Coral smacks his puck between the pipes for a power play goal to even the score up at 1. More power play chances for St. Francis. Darryl Lee with a breakaway opportunity, and Lee delivers with this beautiful backhand wrister. 2-1 St. Francis after 1, and St. Francis took over from there, scoring 6 goals in the second frame. Kenneth Brown wins the faceoff, and Zach Iden shoots and scores for one of his 4 goals in the contest. More St. Francis putting up a lot of shots on net, and Kenneth Brown is there for the finish. Moments later, Iden sets up Christopher Hirata, and Christopher gives this baby a one-timer and goes 5-hole for his first goal of the season. 8-2 SF after 2 periods, and St. Francis would tack on 2 more goals in the third. Darryl Lee continues to be aggressive with the puck. His snipe finds a little pipe and trickles in the back of the net. St. Francis rolls past Los Gatos, winning 10-3, and Darryl Lee is our Sharks Ice Hockey Player of the Week. 2 goals and 3 assists for this amazing forward.
Lexus of Stevens Creek brings us the Volunteer Award, leading to $10,000 in scholarships to be handed out by Lexus of Stevens Creek at our end of the season awards banquet.
This week's Volunteer Award goes to 2 players on the Carmont basketball team, Jake Magpayo and Zach Leffer. Jake and Zach volunteer for the Young Men's Service League, and together they volunteer at local food banks, helping feed hungry members of their community. Here are Jake and Zach talking about their volunteer work.
I mean, it has a very positive effect on my heart because it's one of those, it's those things that make you feel good after.
In our generation, if we grow up and we don't put any effort into our community, then no one else will. It's kind of in our hands. Yeah.
Gallo Salami helps us spotlight top athletes who are among the top recruits in the nation. This week's Gallo Salami Big Salami is Natalia Martinez from Piedmont. Natalia committed to play next season at San Diego State.
Coming up, we continue our season-long series with the Oakland Tech girls basketball team and meet their 2 talented freshmen.
And later, our Crumbled Cookies Game of the Week. It's Serra and Riordan, but first, here is this week's learning tip from the Schwab Learning Center.
For students with ADHD, it's important to break up your tasks into manageable chunks. Create a to-do list and break down and prioritize your assignments into smaller, specific tasks. Check off the items on your list as they are completed. Allocate specific amounts of time for each task with short breaks to recharge. Work with a Schwab Learning Center learning specialist to practice these strategies and optimize your performance.
Welcome back to the NBC Sports Studio here at Levi Stadium, home of the NFC champions. We continue our series this season with Oakland Tech girls basketball.
And tonight we meet the 2 freshmen who have played all season on the varsity team. The season with Oakland Tech girls basketball is brought to you by Family First Clothing Company. One brand, one family.
Let's go, let's turn it up. Can't be stopped, I hit my shot, go in. Swish, you wish you could stop this, but you gon' miss. That's the way it ends up, that's the way we level up. Let's go, let's turn it up.
Can I sing the theme song? Let's go, let's turn them up. Hey, can't be stopped, hit my shot, swish.
2 more weeks left in the regular season for Oakland Tech. The Bulldogs remain undefeated in league, but head coach Leroy Hurt is frustrated at the start of the week.
Trying to hate, you gotta have grades or you can't play.
The success is not translating in the classroom for a few of his athletes.
People got 2.0s that clearly should have a 3.0. While you sitting on Instagram, why don't you knock your homework out? When you get to college, everybody's there like you to get their degree. Y'all think Tech Live? Go to college. I need 333s. Step off. Varsity up. Go!
As the regular season concludes, the team begins to gear up for section and NorCal playoffs. On this year's varsity team, there are a couple of first-timers looking to make sure the team will continue its postseason success. Naila Davis and Anaya Santos Redmond.
Up top.
It's really exciting, but also contains a lot of pressure. Knowing you'll be in school and it'll be just me and Naila as the 2 freshmen.
I don't think it was an easy transition only because
of other people playing like with other people I used to play with, so we kind of had to like figure out our identity as a team. And one.
Tech graduated 2 point guards last season, so both Naila and Anaya were brought up at the start of the year.
Our last 2 point guards were 4-year varsity players and irreplaceable. You know, at least they have Terry Ajay and Talia to lean on, but they're just totally different kids, totally different time, and totally different players.
Naila earned her first start against Windward back on December 9th.
When Leroy gives me a lot of times to like have playing time in the game, I get to show how I could facilitate the floor and how I can make good passes and score for the team.
Naila's an explosive player, a lot of confidence, can shoot, dribble. And more is, you know, what we're learning this year is just working on our defense. Both are kind of point guards.
Look at shooter! Anaya's passion for basketball started with her sister.
Monte! My sister, she played for UOP, and she was like always about basketball, and she got me into basketball. That's actually why my number is 15, because that was her number in high school and college, and she's just been my biggest inspiration. He won!
She's had some games where she's played very well and we've left her in the game, and that's the goal, just play and learn.
Woo! I can be a good communicator, 41! But I can also get down on myself sometimes, and I think since I was little, because I've known him for a while, he's had a lot of faith in me, and he knows that like when I put those things aside, I can like actually show out on the court.
I appreciate him for putting me on varsity so I could already see what it's going to be like for next year.
Castlemont, round 2. Tech beat the Knights by 32 last time, and I talked to Jordan Taylor earlier in the week who said she's looking to take more trips into the paint. Jai Johnson opens up with a couple of threes and then turns around on defense to swat away this attempted layup. 28-5 Tech in the second. There is that Talia Logwood defense, batting the pass, taking it to the rack, and finishing with the finger roll. OT up 31 at the break. In the second half, Naila Davis with a pass in heavy traffic. Zanea Clements finishes with the lay-in. 6 minutes to go in the quarter when Talia says she knocked knees with a Knight. She sits for the rest of the game with discomfort in that surgically repaired knee. Sanaya McIntyre goes strong to the rack, and Naila with some impressive buckets late. Tech wins 75-21. You can probably tell Naila and Anaya have two very different personalities, but both of them fit in so well with the team, and Coach Leroy says he looks forward to seeing their games develop.
Yeah, and at least one of them is listening very closely to what Leroy has to say.
Yeah.
All right, the Harker School helps us honor scholar athletes each week. This week's scholar athlete is Corinna Eberts from Monte. The Matadors basketball star is also a star in the classroom with a 4.2 GPA.
Brought to you by the Harker School. Last weekend, the upper school dance production featured nearly 100 dancers in a show that paid tribute to the joy that dance can bring to people's lives from morning to night. At Harker, transitional kindergarten through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org. Albany's Construction brings us the Dirty Work play each week. This is a play showing the same kind of grit and determination exemplified by all of the folks at Albany's Construction. This week's Dirty Work play goes to Jarrell Warren from Oakland Tech. Jarrell taking the charge in the Bulldogs' win last week. Jarrell Warren doing the dirty work with a big smile on his face, just like our good folks at Albany's Construction.
Coming up, our Crumble Cookies game of the week. It's the West Catholic League showdown with Serra and Riordan.
And the East Bay League tussle with San Ramon Valley and Carondelet as 49ers Cal High Sports presented by US Bank rolls along.
Come on, boys. Bow your heads. Dear God, we come to you to say thanks. Thank you for protecting us. Thank you for blessing us. Thank you for our community, love, and prosperity. But above all, God, help us to never forget to keep the family first. Amen.
This tiny payment thing is a giant pain.
Hi, ladies. Alex from US Bank. Can she help? How about a comprehensive point of sale system?
They can track inventory, manage schedules,
And customize orders? That's what US Bank Business Essentials is for.
What about a new oven? Can US Bank help us there?
We can serve loans in as fast as 12 minutes.
That would be a big help. Huge.
Jumbo.
Ginormous.
Finding ways to make your business boom. That's what US Bank is for. We'll get there together.
Join us on the ice for the Bay Area's hottest sport. High school ice hockey leagues are forming now for the upcoming season. Be part of this fast-moving, hard-hitting, crazy, exciting game. You can join as part of your high school team or sign up to be assigned to a team. Games are played at Sharks Ice locations all around the Bay Area. Jump in anytime and join your friends on the ice. Be a part of Bay Area high school hockey. Contact Sharks Ice for more details and get into the game today.
Want to make $186,000 a year, serving a community that wants you. The San Jose Police Department is hiring. Choose from over 50 specialty assignments like K-9 officer, helicopter pilot, or crime scene investigator. If you have the drive to serve, we will teach you the rest. Apply today at joinsjpd.com.
Jerry Rice, touchdown 49ers.
In my pursuit to greatness, I discovered the secret. Dedication to my team and my relentless drive to win. I chose to be in the presence of greatness. Bernardi Zarata, the official injury attorneys of the San Francisco 49ers, share the same dedication, the same drive, the same spirit of champion. When justice is your goal, choose the dedicated team of Bernardi Zarata, your faithful injury attorneys.
This week's Crumble Cookies Game of the Week features the Riordan Crusaders all alone in first place in the West Catholic League, taking on the third place Serra Padres. And it's good that it's the Crumble Cookies Game of the Week because Riordan likes to dunk. And you can dunk a cookie.
Oh, dunk a cookie in
yeah,
some milk.
They can dunk a basketball.
Serra looking to hand the Crusaders their first league loss of the season in the game played at Riordan. It's this week's Crumble Cookies Game of the Week. Our Adrian Soriano was there.
We are now at a point in the season where every game matters, especially in the West Catholic League. The Riordan Crusaders are 9-0 in league play thanks to sophomore Andrew Hillman. Andrew is coming off a 23-point game against St. Francis last week. The Serra Padres feature outstanding sophomore Sebastian Margate. Sebastian is coming off a 14-point game against Mitty last week. It's Serra and Riordan in our Crumble Cookies Game of the Week. Riordan on the attack early, Andrew Hillman to Zion Sensley for the reverse alley-oop jam. Then it's Hillman with the pass to Jasir Rencher, and Jasir drills his shot from three-point land. Now it's Ryder Bush over to Doherty Kirchich for another Riordan three-point bomb. 18-7 Crusaders after one. Serra trying to rally back in the second. Mikey Ballout fires and hits his shot from mid-range. But the Crusaders were firing on all cylinders. Jordy McKenzie dishes to Zion Sensley, and Zion makes it splash from downtown. Now it's Sensley to McKenzie, then right back to Zion for another alley-oop sledgehammer. Then it's Hillman over to Ness Emenike, and the big man throws down the two-handed slam. 38-23 Riordan at the half. The Crusaders continue their momentum in the second half. Hillman knocks down his jumper. Andrew would finish with 15 points in the game. Then it's Bush passing it ahead to Kaya Barrage, and Kaya throws it off the backboard for Jasir Rencher, and Jasir slams it home with authority. As the Crusaders improve to 10-0 in the Dub Cal, Zion Sensley talks about the team chemistry this season.
I mean, it's been great. I mean, just from the first game, slowly building on chemistry. We didn't have a couple of guys, and throughout the season, just continue everybody to contribute and do the little things. And every day we prepare like it's our last game. So we're starting to build a really high chemistry.
In San Francisco with the Crumble Cookies Game of the Week, I'm Adrian Soriano, 49ers Cal High Sports.
San Ramon Valley versus Carondelet, two East East Bay League powers battling in an interdivision battle. Kesha Vitalicio was hot from three-point range early on with 6 of her team's first 7 points. Check out this strip from Camille Reed. The assassin makes her way to the rack for 2. The Cougars up by 2 with 2 minutes left in the half. Sierra Chambers drives up the baseline, hits the reverse, and kisses it off the glass. It's the Wolves with the 21-18 lead at the break. Cougars down by 4. Layla Dixon, the long pass to Phoebe Weaver, who knocks down the baseline 3. Then it's Reed floating in the go-ahead bucket. Cougars with their first lead in the second half. Check out this pass from Chambers to a wide open Hanya Bowles. Hanya for 3, and the Wolves take back the lead and leave it up to big sister Sophia to put SRV up 31-26 heading into the fourth quarter. Tara Chen, great pass down low to Sophia Bowes. 33-25 Wolves. Vitalicio dropping in her third triple to make it a 4-point game, but San Ramon Valley holds tight. I've looked at this basket 100 times. I can't figure out how Amanda Kerner gets this shot to go, foul included. San Ramon Valley defeats the Cougars 46-39 to improve to 23-1 on the year.
The St. Francis girls basketball team is having a fine season with a 14-5 record.
The girls taking some time to talk with our Jake Vanderbrook at the Rikus Center this week.
And we are here at the Rikus Center for Human Enhancement, where goals are achieved. Got goals? And here's the girls basketball team from St. Francis. Get loud! So we're going to start off with Paige Spencer, who is a sophomore. So Paige, you're one of the leading scorers on this team, averaging nearly 10 points per contest. What's it like being a sophomore and playing such a huge role for this program?
Obviously, sometimes it's like super stressful being like a younger classman. It's like great competition we play against, but I feel like having such like motivational like teammates and just always being by your side like really motivates me during the games.
For sure. And talk about motivation. You know, one of the other leading scorers on this program is Maya Jimenez. So you guys are entering this week 14-5. You guys are at the 500 mark in West Catholic League play. Just reflect on the season, and what is it going to take for this team to make a run for not just a CCS title, but for a NorCal title?
It's been a great season for us. We've been working hard and just like putting a lot of effort into our game, and I feel like we're just in a really good position, and I just think we just have to keep doing what we have to do, and we're going to continue to be successful.
You just got to do what you got to do at the end of the day. And finally, I'm going to make my way over to Caitlin Cadigal. You just told me that you transferred from Silver Creek, and you've been with this program for about 2 years now. What's it like being part of this program? And now that you're a senior, what are you going to miss the most playing with this team?
I'm definitely going to miss like the family environment that I've created, like for this team. Like even though I've only been here for like 2 years, I feel super close with them, and we have like this really good sisterhood together.
Oh, for sure. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me. Now take us out with a break.
Stevens Creek Chevrolet brings us the Spirit Corner each week, honoring Spirit teams all around the Bay Area.
Here is the dance team from Granada.
Shake your body. Jump in the line. Shake your body over line. Jump in the line.
Coming up, a big game in the West Alameda County Foothill League as Bishop O'Dowd battles Berkeley.
But first, here is our U.S. Bank Top 10 basketball poll. The Bishop O'Dowd Dragons are dominating the West Alameda County Foothill League with a perfect 8-0 league record. The only close game was an overtime win over Berkeley.
The Yellow Jackets looking to finish the job and hand the Dragons a league loss in the game played at Beehive this week.
It's a West Alameda County Foothill League showdown with undefeated 9-0 Bishop O'Dowd visiting 6-3 Berkeley. Tyler Flipson on the call. Yellow Jackets come out swinging. Samir O'Brien to the rack and the crafty finish to give Berkeley the early lead. End of the first now. It's O'Brien yet again with shot clock winding and count the 2 at the buzzer. Yellow Jackets lead by 5. Final seconds of the first quarter. BOD's Miles Dixon, the harder lay-in and 1. It's 10-7 Berkeley leads, end of 1. Into the second quarter, and here comes the Dragons. Floater doesn't go, but Tobias Asian with the offensive rebound and back in. O'Dowd takes the lead 11-10. but the Yellow Jackets come roaring back. O'Brien in the corner for three, splash and one! That's a 4-point play. Berkeley leads 18-13 at the half. More Yellow Jackets in the second half. Ollie Miller beyond the arc with ease, extending Berkeley's lead by 8. Early fourth quarter now. BOD looking to narrow the deficit. Dixon to the paint, loses it, but manages to get it back and drop in the hard-earned 2 and 1 with 6 minutes left in the fourth. But Berkeley runs away with it from there. Coffee Javon for three, without a doubt, you can count it. And that will do it. Berkeley with the big-time win over Bishop O'Dowd, 49-42, handing the Dragons their first league loss of the season. The Yellow Jackets improved to 7-3 in league.
Bernardi Zerrata is your faithful injury attorneys, bringing us the hometown hero every week.
This week we honor Dave Kataya. For over 50 years, Dave has worn the zebra stripes, officiating on all levels, including high school sports. At the end of the day, he's doing it all with a smile. Dave Kataya, this week's Bernardi Zerrata hometown hero.
DGDG.com wants you to be a happy car buyer, so they bring us the Be Happy play each week. This is a play in a game that made everybody happy.
This week's Be Happy play goes to
the Ignacio Valley Wolves' loyal Morris to Evan McKnight with a big-time rep, and everybody was happy. Want to be a happy car buyer? Go to DGDG.com.
Coming up, it's the Service by Medallion play of the week. It might be this play, but you have to wait to find out.
First, here is this week's training tip by our good friends at the Rikus Center.
Hi, I'm Andrew Havili at the Rikus Center. Today's training tip is a single-arm cable press. Shereen's going to start with the one hand in the cable and the same foot back. So if it's in her left hand, left foot back, and then she's going to press forward and backward, right? Super simple exercise, right? Just you can get all chest and shoulder, but what you don't see is she has to stabilize through her hips and make sure she doesn't fall off balance. The weight also wants to rotate her. She has to stop that, and it wants to bend her backwards. She has to regulate and control that as well, right? Obviously, you can increase the weight to increase all of those facets of this exercise, but this is just a really all-purpose, full-encompassing exercise.
We announce the Service by Medallion play of the week to end every show.
We will show you some top contenders and announce this week's Service by Medallion play of the week.
Play of the week.
We start off with Ignacio Valley's Evan McKnight with this jam. Pump it up. How about Alec Blair from De La Salle with this two-handed jam? Now here's Cole Loud with the one-handed poster. How about Riordan's Just Say Rancher off the backward alley-oop? Then his teammate Zion Sensley with the reverse alley-oop jam. But the play of the week has to go to Brandon Munoz from Lincoln with this absolute stunner of a goal. Brandon Munoz, you just won the play of the week.
That's the play of the week, and that's 49ers Cal High Sports for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Bronstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Join us next week for the story of the Afghani basketball star playing at Los Lomas and his home country's national team. We'll see you then.
I'm Robert Bronstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and check back every Sunday night.
And watch us every Sunday night at 6 and 10 p.m. on NBC Sports California. We'll see you at the games.